welcome back. Here we are in another episode already. And just kind of keeping with a little bit of the theme of the last episode, I did a smidgen of off-camera building because I just wanted to get our population up to 28,000, get us that new city tile, and I just went ahead and already changed over the interchange, and I just added, it's like literally just a few buildings here and there, nothing pretty spectacular. Coolest thing though is I did add a whole bunch of the kind of parks and everything, all the trees and rocks and whatnot in between the city and the highway that kind of runs through it, so that looks pretty cool. And right now we're just kind of taking a little tram ride through our city, and this is coming from the little riverfront terminal, and now we're headed downtown. But we get this like wicked killer view. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. Look at this view. Can you imagine? You're just coming to the city for the first time. This is what you see. Holy smokes. It's beautiful. Okay, so yeah, this eventually makes its way downtown to our little main, our main transportation hub. And then I think we'll jump ship when we get over there and kind of start exploring some of the new spots. Oh, it's such a cool line. I really like this. And it's a very snowy day. I want to say a warm day, but minus 3.6. That's pretty warm by my standards for winter. Anything just around the freezing mark's pretty nice. Honestly, I really like the way the city is shaping out. Like, I know I say that like constantly, and I sound like a broken record sometimes, but this is a really good-looking city, and we're only just a few episodes in, right? Just kind of in the big picture here, in the grand scheme, as I always say. All right. Now, hopefully, when I jump ship, because we're using the first-person one here, hopefully it doesn't keep me here. Excellent. Okay, so we'll hop off there. A couple of quick things I did. I changed the angle of the approach for one of these, tram things right here. And then there's just a hint more buildings. Some service buildings, too. So we have another maintenance vehicle thing right here. Another snow dump over here. That way, we're close to the highway, we can kind of get, all the areas we were missing before. And without further ado, look at this! Woo! Finally. Nice. So this has been updated. And, kind of got this interchange over here as well, similar to the other one. And I'm looking to do same kind of idea that I did before, which was a tram upgrade over here. This could be crazy. I mean, we'll test it out and we'll see, but I'm pretty hopeful. Okay, so I ran into this problem last time, and the solution was to do this, and then just put these back in. And we'll do the other side. Of course, the only downside is I'm not going to be able to get that angle as smooth as it was before, unfortunately. But, these things happen. Okay. There we go. And the right highway. Sometimes I confuse myself with all these buttons. Well, that does not look nice. What is the secret? This one definitely does not. Okay, well, not as bad as I thought, but still not as nice as it was originally. Oh well. We got a connected tram network, that's more what I'm concerned about. So we actually have quite a bit of room to kind of play with right here. So why don't we start a little bit more of an expansion of our, kind of city population. Because if we can get the next milestone, which we're like super close to, we can get down here and then finish off this little bit, maybe put another interchange in, just kind of see how that goes. And then, since we have now unlocked this city tile, we have access to the harbor. So now we got, we can take some stabs over there and see what we can turn out. And I've got a whole bunch of custom content too. So you can see we've got all of this stuff. Oh yes, the party. Look at that. Some seawalls and everything, so that should be a lot of fun. And then we can use some of these as well. I've just got other just generic, These are kind of fun things here. Like these parking lots we should be using more of. Let's put one down right now, actually. We should probably go near a transit area. Or even downtown, let's put another. Oh, okay, goodness, I totally forgot. I also made this little area here. Oh yeah, goodness, I also named them after some people. My goodness gracious me. Okay, so, number one, we have Bunch of Penguins Park, which is kind of a leisure district right here. So not a park in like the sense there's like, trees and stuff, but like a park as in a, little area. And then we have Narzul, the tourist square right here, and this are all hotels and kind of fancy tourist buildings. Very fun. This is a cool fire station. But definitely digging this area. Like, it is looking great. Now, why is there a gap in the, right there? Look at the bike lanes. What has happened? Strange. Apparently they're there, but... Oh, same thing over here. Very strange. Okay, well, I'll just forget that, because that's going to boggle my mind otherwise. Anyway, so that was the only thing that I also did just to kind of, while I was waiting to get my population up. And I also named this after NDOD, our good friend. And this is the NDOD Riverfront Terminal. Very nice looking area. Okay, so we actually have a rather alarming demand right now for some industry. Let's get some offices going. So we have a little bit more space right here. Put some offices and some commercial, and then we'll start working up there and see what we can turn up. Okay, now I'd like something to go kind of like this, right? It seems to flow rather nicely. And then might need to make this maybe a one-way. But we shall see. And that will just go like that. And yeah, let's do that. Okay, have I totally messed this up? No, we're okay. And, I just, this kind of looks a bit, I don't know, it looks okay, but I think it's a little bit sharp, though. I almost feel like there should be something like that, but that really wouldn't make too much sense. And you are, I mean, I guess you're going left, you're not, I don't know. What am I even saying here? Okay, well, we'll just leave it. These are the things I think I might overthink a little bit, Ironic that I think I'm overthinking. Listen to that tongue twister. Okay, so the whole point was to use one of these parking lots, so let's see some more of these again. So there's one here. Oh, you can't even see how nice they look. Oh, goodness. I realize most of them are covered in snow, so we could, these are huge, so I'll use these at the airport. And even that's a little bit big, Oh, I'm so excited to use some of this stuff. I think we could probably sneak one more road through here. Okay, so you can kind of see, as we tackle some of that industry demand, the demand for commercial starts to rise, which is good. Because, it just means that, like, more goods are being produced or whatever. People have more money to shop because they're working. And then this eventually pulls more, more demand for the people. So our population, it's still rising. We have to get up to 40,000, so that's, it's doable. We just have to go a little bit more of an aggressive pace than we usually go at. So I feel like we have enough new offices kind of coming in to kind of, get that ball rolling. So why don't we shift our attention up here? And, like, what is the game plan, right? We kind of make ourselves a little bit of another, a tram kind of loop. We really should be kind of focusing on getting buses in. So let's maybe keep, like, a bus corridor or something going. Maybe we can have, like, bus-only lanes. I don't really use those yet. Actually, I snuck one in, just right over here, just to kind of connect those two spots. But we should do more of those kind of things through the city. And I definitely want to do the university campus up here. But I think we'll do the university campus episode after we do our transportation. Okay, so there's tram tracks that go to the end over here and just kind of stop. We have the option of going like this. And just connecting like that. I personally don't think that's too busy. You know, in terms of how many we already have, I think it kind of complements, to be honest, the kind of overall look. Because there's one over here, and because there's not one of those covered bridges over here, maybe that looked a little bit odd. But now that there is one, that could look kind of nice, you know? And there's the double highway, you know, the 2 6 lanes kind of. So it's a little bit of symmetry, right? The rail and the rail. Like, you don't think to look for these things, but the fact that they're all kind of symmetrical, you know, it doesn't throw off any alarm bells in your head, right? So it just kind of looks nice. So let's go with that. And then that kind of gives us the option to kind of open this area up a little bit more. Because, you know, it's very easy for us to move this. And this can eventually maybe become like an office district or something, right? And we could theoretically push all this maybe a little bit further. As you can kind of tell, I like to, you know, I like to create stuff and move things around. Okay. Well, let's be creative. Let's have some fun. How many units? We got 22, eh? Okay, so let's go 10. And then right there, another 10 up to 9 across. Oh, we have to go across this as well. Oh, okay, so you know what we should do then is just leave... Yeah, we'll leave this open. Like this whole swash right here of land. Gives us a lot of space to kind of, you know, work on some future stuff. Okay, is that too low? I don't know. That's maybe a little bit too low. How does that look with trucks and stuff? If the trucks can barely make it, then the trains are gonna kind of, you know, clip through it, and I don't want that. Oh, yeah, a little bit, right? Yeah, okay, so let's go taller. We want to keep that realism factor alive. Okay, so that just means maybe this side of the road is slightly lower. So that we went to, you know, a 9 that's not really tall enough type thing, but I think we're okay with that. Oh wait, we have to cross this side too. Goodness, I almost forgot. Okay, that should be tall enough. Perfect. There we go. Hopefully somewhat symmetrical. Okay, so let's just stretch that like this. And, I mean, we could box it in. Let's get a general shape going here, see what we can kind of come up with. Now, what does it look like if we go... I don't think that's too intrusive at all. I'm not going to work on this just yet, but, you know, this will be kind of where we're going to start stretching our legs to afterwards. And I do want to sneak this 6 lane kind of through, because those are great for traffic, just kind of in the, you know, in the long corridors of the city. Okay. Now, the secret to this might be to tunnel, but at the same time, I think we're still going nice and straight, so... yeah, it's like slightly crooked, right? I don't know. Let's see what a bridge looks like here. Okay, we'll go to 12 as well, just to be safe. No, that's not too crazy. We can keep this. Okay, so bring that back down. And just go a little bit further, and then let's sneak this over like that. Nice. Okay, that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of cool. It's coming together. Okay, now through here. What am I looking for? Right, bus lanes. Okay, so I guess just a generic regular lane should be fine. And we'll just do this because we don't need to worry about grass because of the snow. And then that should just be kind of coming right through here like this, right? Just so it's kind of lined up nicely. And what would be our goal for the bus lane? Do we want to have kind of an express corridor? Do we want pedestrians to be able to walk over and have lots of stops? Maybe we can do a combination of both of that. Well, let's kind of see what we can make. Because we can make like a little bus highway, per se. Like if we give ourselves the 2 lanes like this, that means that, you know, they're only going to pull over when they go to a stop. If you're going the express route, we can kind of go the long way down. Huh, okay, well, let's try that. This seems kind of... Let's have some fun. Let's see what we can turn. So I'm simply doing this. Oh, there are no... Sneaky, sneaky. I just need, Something for reference. Okay, now, if we go like this... Oh, the pillars of the bridge, of course. Okay, so that means we're going to have to do our little tramway, our little busway on the one side, which is totally no problem. There we go. And then we'll change the direction of the... Oh, bring this up. This is kind of cool, though. Oh my goodness. There we are. Alright, so then what we can do is I will upgrade this so it's sound barrier, so the walls kind of look like they're kind of doing a little bit more... Let's bring the sun back up. So these will kind of look nice and they'll be serving a purpose. And I want to kind of encompass, you know, these on their own, make them feel like they're kind of secluded. Alright, so we can get this. Perfect. And then we need just, I guess, two-way. Oh, even like this would be nice. Oh, yes. Goodness, are we slowing down the buses a lot if I do something radical like draw this, you know? Oh boy, I don't know what to do. This is so tricky. Alright, so this needs to be a one-way like that. That works. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Let's try it. There's not a lot of trains coming through here. We're not going to slow down too many buses, I don't think. Does that create lights? It does, unfortunately. So what we can instead do is maybe bring, you know, these together. Oh, that's fun. I like that. And then this will be, yeah, just kind of like a long corridor. We'll go the whole way down over here, and then that way the buses kind of have a way to get, just, you know, as far and as fast as they can as they want, type thing, you know? Alright. Now, to make sure these are symmetrical, why do I keep clicking on this? I mean, it looks like a bus, I guess that's why I'm doing it. The things you do subconsciously, you know? Drives me kind of... It's fascinating, I guess. Okay, is this in the way of everybody? It is. What if we go the reverse direction and make a tunnel? We just gotta be wary of how many tunnels we're kind of putting in, simply because we'll be doing a lot of metro stuff soon. Why? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh, this is already starting to get some high volume. We've only just put this in, too. Let me stare at this for a second. Could this be a matter of, you know, if we upgrade this to a two-laner? Can't do that, so let's pause. And let's do a little bit of surgery right here. So we'll add this in if we can get the right slope. Possibly should be doing this. Yeah, let's not. I mean, it's not really the right height, I don't think, to kind of come in at anyway. If we bring that up like that, even. Well, that's simple. It's even more simple. I just don't like how steep that just suddenly drops off. It kind of throws me off a bit. See, that's nice. Alright, now what is stopping us from going, say, like this? Or even, if we just kind of do our own whole other entrance if I can find one. No, oh, there. Okay, so let's just connect to this. And we'll reverse that direction. Might even just keep that. And then, the last thing we'll do, just so the approach looks nicer, we'll start back here, if I can get it, so I know we had trouble before. Yeah, so what I was hoping for was a bit of a curve. Well, maybe we can try it around. Just like this, and then something to connect to, but I can't quite find somewhere to go. Oh no. Well, this is proven to be, again, something that takes more effort and time than I thought it would originally. Well, I guess that's not horrific. You come up and then, it's not really a sharp right, but I don't want people to lose too much speed on that. Yeah, I mean, again, it could be worse. Just, it could definitely be better, that's the problem. Alright, let me do one more stab at this. Let's try this again, the whole, let's be fresh on this, let's start again. Okay. So down here, it looks like we have the option for something. We can even go straight. We can curve. And then we can come in at possibly the same angle, but let's try this. And that's not warping. Yeah, it makes it a little bit steeper. Darn it, that's that same problem again. Yeah, I really like that smoothness without the, oh boy, what do we do with our lives? Alright, now what is that going to tell us? Are we committing... No, that's too sharp. Oh, why is this so hard? I just want this to be so simple. Alright, well, forget everything. Let's just go back to kind of what we had, but a smoother version of it. Okay, that's what it's going to be. I will just leave it. We're going to spend the entire episode just doing that. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry when I do these kind of things, guys. I hope they're not too, too annoying to watch. This is also why I do some stuff, honestly, off camera, because it's like, I honestly sometimes spend too long in some areas. I'm not oblivious to that, but sometimes it's just, you need a little bit extra love and care in these little spots. Or if you're like me and you need things to look just that extra little bit, a little bit real or nice or whatever the case might be, I'd like to spend that extra bit of time. Okay. Don't give me problems. There we go. Alright, so we'll keep the bus lane kind of going. And I don't know how much use it'll get right away. This might be a few episodes away before we even get our first bus line going, let alone using this, but good to have this as placeholder. And because it's only buses using this, we have a little bit more options. We can be a bit more liberal with some U-turn kind of areas and stuff we wouldn't necessarily do on other streets. So what we'll need is a couple ways out. And like, for example, we would do this again. Where, we would like connect these guys together. Just do something like this. And then, even though we're kind of making, crossing over and blocking paths and stuff, because they're buses, I'm not really worried. There's not too many of them. And they can yield to one another because they're all on the same team. There we go. Okay, so that's just, a little bit of a bus corridor kind of coming through here. Which is kind of fun, kind of different. And why not bring these up too, right? Oh, that train, that was random. I think I'm disrupting some of these, some of the routes here. Like crazy adding new roads or whatever. That looks kind of fun. That's what it looks like during the day. Yeah, that's definitely cool. Very symmetrical too. Alright, let's get some more of these roads coming through. And then hopefully we can get some zoning done. Because I always see things going like a lot faster in my mind, but everything just takes me that extra little bit of time to do. Which again, it's totally like, you know, it's worth it. I don't mind at all. It just happens to be that I take a very long time sometimes on, you know, certain projects. Okay. Now, what are these? Oh, okay. I'm like, who are these psychopaths breaking the law? But they're allowed. And then this can just go back like that. Well, hopefully. I feel like, you know, this is like the story of my City Skylines life right here. Say one thing, try it, it's like completely, like, what in the heck is this, you know? I think the issue is that we're very close. Oh, that's it, yeah, that's it. Oh gosh. Okay, now how do we make this work without it looking too weird? Oh, okay, apparently that's it right there. Yes, very nice. And then just simple ways to get to and from our little bus corridor. And then picture this kind of going the whole way down here, you know, wherever it ends up type thing. We can always run it on this side as well. That's kind of fun. Okay, big demand for industry right now. So we should probably get some offices or something going up here ASAP. It would be really cool if these lined up. I don't think they're going to. That gives us something to work towards. So let's strive for symmetry on that piece right there. And that might involve us redoing that, which is fine. Or maybe the secret is to go down like that. No, because it's slightly too low. Yeah, slightly. That was a close one, though. And that's not too steep. I was worried about nothing. Now, what I love is that this does not create a traffic light. That is beautiful. It's because of these types of roads. They're just, like, the best. Oh, that was so nice. Oh, can we get lucky and get that to line up as well? My goodness. Visually, it looks like we might make it. Oh my goodness, we did it. No, wait, you lied. Hang on now, what's going on? It's slightly off. No way. Oh. Oh well. Super fixable. Oh, there we are. How very nice. Man, how is it? Oh, we're on 3 speed. I'm like, what? How is it already nighttime? Okay, so we're kind of going a little bit more grid-like, it looks like over here, so we might want to just do something radical to steer away from that. And let's make just something happen. Just so we can start getting away from... There we go. Okay, so that's getting there. We can also put a roundabout or something kind of large and in charge right here just to make things feel also a little bit broken up. And I have a few roundabouts, so we can always use one of these game ones. Whoa, those are huge. Yeah, I mean, no, let's make our own. Let's not do that. We can get a better looking one. Right, B for bulldoze. I keep forgetting about that. It's like one of those, you know, teaching old dogs new tricks type thing. It's possible, it's just, it's hard to do. Okay, so yeah, let's instead draw our own. And I like it to be somewhat in the middle of this, I guess. We'll just eyeball that. And what would be the middle of that, you'd say? About there or so? Okay. So this is kind of what we're striving for, I guess. And then I don't think we can draw... Yeah, I don't know why that's the case. You can never draw a roundabout when you got those kind of roads. If we switch to these, I think we can do it. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Or maybe you have to use these intersection points. Oh, that's a big roundabout, though. If we're going 10 by 10. Nope, I don't know how that's working. 8 by... What the heck? Yes, even that. Okay, well then, I don't even know what's going on. Alright, I don't know what to believe anymore. Okay, I'm gonna hope for the best here. So I think we need to go 5 out and then 5 up. I think... Yep, oh yes, how about that? Alright. Perfect. 5 by 5 again. Excellent. There we go. Oh, that'd be so cool if that lined up, but I don't think we can get that lucky. But we can do something like this, though. Okie dokie. That's yeah, it's coming together. This is looking kind of nice. Not too boxy. Again, a little bit grid-like, but I have seen much worse. And then in order for this to kind of work, I guess effectively, we'll need some kind of zonable area over here, so people have an inclination to want to come down to this neck of the woods. No, of course there has to be a pillar. Has to be. How could there not be? What in the heck is going on with these trains? Now, these roads are in beta, so it's very fair that there could be some kind of conflict with the, this is part of a mod, right? This is not something that the game, you know, is a game release. So I'm not going to be too critical or worry too much about that, but I hope that's not too much of an issue. Stopping us from doing that, I guess. That's kind of fun, actually. Almost like a back way in. Hey, actually, yeah, alright. Good for you, my friend. You did some... Hey, and we can fit through here, so we don't have to worry about doing... Okie dokie. Oh, man. Sometimes, you know... Sometimes it's a good day. Okay. Now, I really just hope we're not signing ourselves Death Wish here with all these, you know, land, like, level crossings. I think, though, because of how many we're doing, that we should be ultimately safe. It'd be nice to get one more through here, and then we'll make these alternating one-ways. My goodness, you sneaky boy. This is beautiful. Oh, I love it. That is really cool. Good job. Okay, well, you know what? Keeping an eye on time. Let's call it an episode right here. We definitely got the makings of something amazing happening. Like, this is going to be a really cool-looking district. Definitely like this. And what we'll do is a very aggressive, you know, campaign to kind of, like I was saying, expand our city. Because I do want to unlock the 40,000 sim milestone, which gets us another city tile, which allows us to kind of complete this little back area. Which, I mean, in the grand scheme, is not really stopping us from doing, you know, anything, but... Okay, so yeah, next episode, what we'll do is probably a little bit more of this. I think after that, we'll have essentially enough new area that we can, you know, warrant some, like, buses and some new trams. And then we can bring in our metro line, so we'll have, like, our episode or two kind of geared toward public transport. We can probably bring another train up here, talk about train lines, you know. We can bring the subway and everything, talk about that. And I think after we do our transportation episode, I really want to tackle the harbor and shipping and a whole bunch of that other stuff. And that'll kind of tie in with the transportation episode because we'll be bringing in some of these train lines to kind of work with our new harbor area. So as a big kind of like team kind of driving force, it should all work together. So the next 3, 4, or 5 episodes, they should be like a lot of fun. And a lot of this one wasn't fun, but you know what I mean, right? Like there's varying degrees of fun. Some episodes more fun than others, and I hope this one was one of the funner ones. Because I really like what we have here. I know we just kind of laid a whole bunch of roads, but it's the planning and the thought process and all the fun that goes behind that, right? So we got some cool level crossings. We unfortunately have to block a bit of traffic, but we have some bypasses, which is good. So only people kind of driving through here are the ones that are going to be shopping, maybe going to the bus lanes. We're not inconveniencing too many people. We have the makings of a little expressway for our buses, which is really neat. Haven't done that before. And we can do like, you know, a little pedestrian pass access like that. Again, this spot right here, the makings of something great too. We can sneak some, you know, bikes through here. We can maybe get another rail line going, get an internal line that kind of sneaks through here, crosses the highway, connects over there somehow. So lots of, you know, lots of options. All right, guys, let me know what you want to see specifically for the transportation episodes. If there's anything that kind of, you know, is boggling your mind or whatever, whether it be like, you know, like raised trains or I don't know, just whatever you guys want, or even making, you know, like truck access, like, you know, these kind of things, right? Like I thought this was pretty clever, you know, for dealing with all the truck traffic, right? So we can talk about really anything. So I'll kind of do 1 or 2 episodes geared towards transportation. We'll have some fun, you know, and build at the same time. So it won't just be like, you know, a boring lecture or something. You guys have to like, you know, bring like a notebook and take notes or anything like that. Nothing like that. No. We'll have fun, and we'll build alongside. We'll, you know, make use of these little areas here that we're just kind of working on, and use them as, you know, examples. All right, that's it. I will ramble forever. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one, and until then, take care of yourselves.